You can do what you wanna do, baby. You can go where you wanna go, yeah. You can say what you want to say. Just learn how to recycle today.
Your sleep is like a coffee break. It's hard work. It's a lot of hours. It's a lot of walking, but a little pay. But it's got its other benefits. I love the old San Francisco. This new one, I ain't got caught up with it yet.
This town used to be so friendly. You know, it used to be nice. People used to stick together and help each other out. Now, you got to be kidding. You can't even sleep. Take off your shoes, they take it. Leave your blankets out, they take that. You park your cart out in the front of the store, they take it. I caught the guy down here that stole my stuff. I do it every day, though. When somebody steals my cart, I go out, look for another one, and start it again. You know. Don't stop us what we're doing. Because it's a hustle, but it's work.
Yay.
Round up.
I carried this
I hope you got 2 pounds of kicking it.
I don't know, I don't think so. I didn't do it on count. I couldn't believe it.
16. I was unemployed. I was out of work, and I found out about recycling from my brother, Maurice Johns, and he decided to let me know how to go about picking up the recyclables that were refundable, to get money for, to, survive and eat, have something, in my pocket, keep the chinks off of me. And I started picking up cans on the streets of San Francisco, and I think I can pretty much say that I've started picking up every can that I can find. I would not, if I see a can, I would pick it up. I wouldn't just pass it by, because that's 2 cents. Every 2 cans is 5 cents. And then you go into your poundage. And I felt that I wanted to, get into it like with my own hustle, my own pattern, and to be able to make more. The more you pick up, the more money you receive,
I haven't lost none of my strength. I get better and better at it, I think. Thinking and moving. Yeah.
You don't have time to say, well, so why did you try to hit me in the car? Blah, 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 blah. If you do that, you losing time, you know what I'm saying? Just let them go on, go on down the road. Always moving, yeah, always moving. You know, if we don't pick up a lot of glass on this street, we saved a lot of flat tires. We saved a lot of tires. You know just about how much glass to get and how many cans to get the amount of money in your mind that you want when you do it for so long.
But they treat you like a dog. You know what I mean? Plus a military too. They treat you like a dog here. You know, just like they did when we came back from Vietnam. The only people that gave us a parade was the people in Texas. It's self-pride on top of being independent. Also, not relying on people for a goddamn thing. Just give me something to do every day, you know what I mean, rather than sitting on my ass in the corner drinking wine or something else. I can walk around and, you know, do something constructive. They find out you got some money on you and they catch you sleeping. You wake up the next day, you don't have nothing.
We work very good together most of the time. Because they have to make their paycheck too, and they're not going to get any money if I do everything right, so share some of the profit. If we don't have enough room in our cart and somebody else comes around with a car or extra cart, they will take some off. But usually they used to come up here trying to knock the cart over, which meant we lost money when these bottles break. I was standing over here with all these bottles and stuff and everything and just couldn't get them there to catch them up because I just couldn't take them all. I might see a new purse, a new pair of socks, a new shirt, new pair of pants. That's going to pay for that.
So yesterday was about 7 weeks since I've been hurt. So now I see I got my shoe on. Hey, shoot the shoe, man.
Those shopping carts are built better than these cars are.
I mostly find my car abandoned someplace, and it be abandoned, and I, you know, just get it and just walk around with it. You know, and then all of a sudden they're gonna act like I'm a thief, and I'm not.
A tool for one to have to use instead of, you know, carrying it in his arms and whatever to bring, you know, his recyclables in. I have done, I call it a Cadillac style, which is 2 buggies put together. If we can come up with a creative idea for us, it would not interfere with the company or whoever, you know, has a business. But as far as a homeless person or whatever that might need it, you know, I say go back to originality of a go-kart.
We have to always push around these carts, take them uphill, 400 and 500 pounds, just to make, you know, a few bucks and try to survive.
My neighbors are notorious partiers, and I look at their trash when it goes out, and it's just bottles, 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 bottles.
When I ran up on this restaurant about 3 years ago, they were throwing their recycling like away. They had been throwing it away. It was like they used to throw garbage and cans and bottles all together. I just had to sort through all the garbage just to get to the bottles and cans. It was terrible. And then I started coming up every day and I said, hey, made a routine out of this thing. Then I said, we'll start separating the cans and from the garbage. We'll start separating this. So they started separating this stuff from the garbage, and it made it easier for me. And after they start separating it from the garbage, I had a little competition. Some people wanted to come in and get it, you know, because, oh, wow, I don't have to dig through this garbage now. But I asked the restaurant first, could I get this?
I love it. You know, keep a little change in your pocket, you know, before you get to some food, you know.
It may take all the little money that you work for them 24 hours, but, you know, what it is you eating what you want to eat. You're not something somebody's giving you to eat.
I eat better out of the garbage can than I do in one of these places. I said, look at it, all beef winners. All they do is wash them off. These are all beef winners.
Just thrown out.
Yep. So I got my dinner for the night.
I like it. Gives me something to do during the day. Besides just sitting around the house looking crazy at television doing nothing. There's a lot of money involved in it, plus it helps the planet. That's the main thing, right?
Why, you got so much competition now, you got to go a little further out now, see?
Matrix shit, bullshit, I call it.
But Matrix, take it and stick it up your butt. If there's anything out here in Golden Gate Park, there's a lot of homeless people. If there's anybody out here that needs help, don't be afraid to talk to a homeless person, because we're the only ones out here that said, we'll help you before the police even will.
The recycling, it keeps my husband and I going in between paychecks. And he works darn hard for his money.
Well, you get cut by a bottle, okay? And if you don't really take care of it right away, your hand swells up.
It's helped keep my kids alive. It helped me out. And it's the only thing I can survive on. But it helps me day by day. But I'm not only doing that, but it helps the environment.
Snapple bottles, wine bottles, vodka bottles, they don't take all them.
It's California Redemption only.
What's 13 times 17? I said, well, 10 times 17, 170, 3 times 17, 51, add them together, you got 221. Yeah, I've averaged over 100 miles a week, I guess, for over 12 years. 55 to 60,000 miles I've walked.
You know, what San Francisco will do for me, I like to always try to put something back in it.
And I feel that we have to show an example toward other people that doing this is like not an easy task, you know, to put up with different type of material that are recyclables. Has to be sorted and pre-sorted. And then the ones that don't know what recyclable is all about, we give them, you know, pamphlets so that when they go home they can understand what they should bring and what they should not bring. But it helps the environment, and there's a change that's going to come together for about, you know, the future for what it is about people throwing away so much, you know, that it's a waste byproduct, but it also can be used, you know, to keep, you know, this city together. And I noticed that there's more cans and more, you know, bottles out there that are just, you know, full of debris and just in people's yards. And when the recycler goes by and pick it up out of their yard, he's helping that household right there, keeping their yard clean. So when they bring it here, it comes from all over, you know. And I feel that everybody's helping, putting forth a helping hand to keep, you know, San Francisco clean.
When you see a young man walking down the street, now do you ask that man, do he have a place to sleep? But he has the right just to be his own man. What you gotta try to do is try to listen, try to understand.